How you doing? Thank you for joining me, app users. We've got a clipper system that will be moving through the area on Sunday. Some higher elevation locations could see some snow showers into this late this evening into Friday, as we have another little spoke of moisture that'll move through. I'll show you on the high resolution NAM. You can see if you're looking at your radars right now, it's kind of developing around Indiana, and we should have another spoke of this kind of clipper system up north, kind of squeak out a little bit of moisture in the highest elevations, kind of similar to what you saw today. I know you guys were posting on the Asheville WX weather community up on Shootsback Mountain, and Mary Laura was posting her beautiful snow videos. So thank you guys for posting those. I always see those. And so here's as we run this out, I'll show you another clipper system. Kind of moves through and really dries itself out. A little bit dry air in trenches Saturday morning. Wouldn't be surprised to see a couple snowflakes in the highest elevations, but my main focus is on this system into Sunday. So you can see it kind of developing right here. This is a big push of moisture and Arctic air will be inundating the area and will cause could cause problems in the higher elevations. A few snow showers in the lower elevations, but let's show you what the GFS showed as I run it through into Sunday. You can see this system developing similar to how the 3km NAM did, and then snow showers breaking out Sunday afternoon. So the NAM 3km was a bit quicker with this, and a lot of times we'll see with clippers we always see a push of moisture that will sometimes even get snow showers into Henderson County and Transylvania County, and then it kind of fades away to a northwest flow type snow, and the winds will pick up on that backside. And a lot of times, depending on the backsides, really don't have a lot of moisture with them, but it's like 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 8 that has the moisture that reaches Asheville. But I do believe that this one does have a good bit of moisture with it, and you can see those snow showers. The GFS shows them all in Asheville, Franklin, even Silva, all in Canton, and those temperatures could be even supported down in Henderson County. That's what we'll deal with. That heavy precipitation could be rain at the very beginning, but then switching to snow. And it's been relatively, or it's actually going to be really cold tonight and into tomorrow and Saturday. So some accumulation can't be ruled out with this, especially in the higher elevations. So let's show you also what the 3km NAM, or I'm sorry, the 12 Z NAM, or this is the 12km NAM. It's showing that little system also tomorrow morning. Hang on, let me pull this up a little bit closer. Okay, so you can see those snow showers building for those higher elevations above 4,500 feet on the North Carolina-Tennessee border. Can't rule out a snowflake or two making it into Asheville, but I'm not really that optimistic. The NAM, or the high-resolution NAM, is much drier than this. But this has a good bit of the system here into Sunday. Here we go at that low pressure comes down, that clipper system. You can see that trough dipping, that you'll get a little bit of frontogenesis potentially, but what's happening there is there's isentropic lift. As that moisture comes down, it's lifted and enhanced as it reaches that trough and then heads north. So we get a little bit of enhancement that'll occur. And this model showing snow showers breaking out Sunday afternoon as well, and into Monday morning. No real accumulation with this in Buncombe County per this model. I still can't rule it out. As we get closer, we'll get a little bit of a better idea of how strong the winds will be, how saturated the atmosphere will be. Those all come into play when these northwest flow type events come in. But this will be a clipper system that could be amped up a little bit. Let's pull up the GFS here, and I'll show you guys what's going on in the future as well. This was a really interesting low pressure that initially the models had kind of traveled along the Gulf and moved into western North Carolina, but have kind of went away from that solution and really are looking at into Tuesday, an Arctic front moving in, reaching a little bit of frontogenesis occurring, and could cause some icy problems, a little bit of snow on. See, this is a little bit too far out. The models have really been struggling with this Arctic air coming in. So there's a plume of moisture that's going to be coming up from the south. I'm watching it for Tuesday, and there's a lot of uncertainty there. Some of your weather apps I know are showing some snow showers potentially on Tuesday. The European ensemble is also showing the potential for that. I don't want to talk too much about it because we'll do a couple more live updates. I want to get a little bit more data before, but this could be a little bit bigger deal than what this model is showing at the moment into Wednesday. So just know that the weather models are showing a really, really cold air mass moving into the area. The polar vortex is going to fracture, and that really cold air will inundate, and we could have lows again near zero in some locations. So that will be Wednesday into Wednesday, and that cold air kind of just hangs out for a while. Another system in the Gulf. This is, and as I've been talking about the things getting active in the southeast, I saw this really cold air and plumes of moisture coming up from the Gulf. Though those two things work in tandem to give western North Carolina snowfall and the southeast in general. How high that cold air is, it can suppress this. And you've heard of snows at Myrtle Beach and things on that rare occasion, but it's when these really strong high pressures come in and suppress a push of moisture that just a low pressure developing coming up from the Gulf. It reaches that really strong cold air and creates some type of storm. So I've got my eye really on all of next week and moving into to next weekend. There's a good potential for some type of winter storm to develop. Not pinpointing any days, but it's going to be really cold, and there does appear to be moisture coming up from the Gulf. So that's a recipe for some type of overrunning snowfall event. A couple inches to possibly even a bigger event. But I don't really. I hesitate to really talk farther than this clipper system because of how difficult it is to predict, and number two, how much the models are wavering. Just different solutions every day. So bear with me, and we'll get the forecast correct on the day that it's happening. No worries about that. And check back with me. We'll do another update probably tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, and have a great evening. Thanks.